Okay, so in today's video I will be explaining you about the chapter 2. I will be explaining you about the emerging trends, which is the chapter 2. Okay, name is emerging trends, and I think you can somehow link to this emerging trends. You can somehow think of this emerging trends. Okay, so what does it mean? I am going to tell you in this chapter. This is chapter 2. Chapter 1 is done. Let us find what are the emerging trends. That is what is new in the industry. What is the upcoming one? Okay, so this we are going to deal in this particular chapter. So emerging trends are the state of the art technologies which gain popularity and set a new trend among users. That is, there are various things which gain popularity, and we all know very well that technology is increasing today in a very rapid manner, right? So onto this rate there are various things which are even increasing. The demand as well as the ease to do new things, to explore new technologies, this is increasing today very rapidly. So therefore there are various new trends among users. So in this chapter we are going to deal about some of these emerging trends. The very first is artificial intelligence. Now I think we all know what is artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence means what? Artificial means what? Man-made. And if I say intelligence means what? Thinking power. So just combine these two words. That is man-made thinking power. Okay, now I am going to tell you the exact definition for this. Just remember, artificial means what? Man-made, and intelligence means what? Thinking power. So just see what are there onto artificial intelligence. Have you ever wondered how maps in your smartphone are able to guide you to take the fastest route to your destination by analyzing real-time data, such as traffic congestion? I think we all use Google Maps, right? And we even have seen that the Google Map can even show you the fastest route to a particular location, and even by analyzing the traffic congestion, means this device will tell you the shortest and the fastest route by which you can reach a particular destination. Yes, on uploading a photo on a social networking site, has it ever happened that your friends in the photograph were recognized and tagged automatically? So these are certain examples of the application of artificial intelligence. Okay, so just to find what is this artificial intelligence, as I told you, artificial means what? Man-made, and intelligence means what? Thinking power. So artificial intelligence endeavors to simulate the natural intelligence of human beings into machines, thus making them behave intelligently. That means what we are doing? We are making machines more powerful, and we are making the machines, or we are simply enabling the machines so that the machines can think of their own, right? This is what we are doing. We are making machine an intelligent device, and simply they can imitate the humans, right? The machines are such brilliantly developed that they can imitate the humans, right? So this is artificial intelligence. So an intelligent machine is supposed to imitate some of the cognitive functions of humans, like learning, decision making, and problem solving. So if I say artificial intelligence, directly what is there in artificial intelligence? We are making an intelligent device so that they can think of their own. Okay, we are making them intelligent. We are enabling them. We are simply enhancing the machine so that they can think of their own. They can take their own decisions, and they can solve the problems. This is artificial intelligence. Examples, I think we all have seen the various intelligent personal assistants. That is this one. The intelligent digital personal assistants like Siri, Google Now, Cortana, and Alexa. These are all powered by AI. In many of the cell phones, I think we all have seen Alexa, right? We simply say something to Alexa, and Alexa gives response to us, right? Because this is an artificial intelligence. This is an intelligent device. Okay, so this is artificial intelligence, which is emerging today and which is in demand today. So the highlighted portion, see, you can find the highlighted portions. Just write these points only. the highlighted one. As well as you can write this example, that is Alexa, Siri, Google Now. Okay, so the very first is artificial intelligence. Coming to second one, that is machine learning. Now just find what is this machine learning. Machine learning is a subsystem of artificial intelligence wherein computers have the ability to learn from data using statistical techniques without being explicitly programmed by a human being. Now again see, today machine learning is very popular because machine learning does not do not need a programmer. Why? Because they can program themselves. They don't need the programmer's intervention. Why? Because again they have the ability to learn from the data. They have this ability to learn from the data. They use their techniques and without explicitly programmed by the user. Explicitly means what? Means the programmers, they are not doing anything, but the machines, they themselves are using their brain, they are using their techniques, they are using their ability to learn the data, to learn from the data using some techniques, and these are not being programmed by a human being. Okay, so this is machine learning. They simply can use algorithm. Now if I say algorithm, that means what? The step by step procedure of a program. Means if I am saying program, so if I have written the program onto English language and that too on step by step fashion, so that is the algorithm. So what they are doing, they simply are learning from the data from their own. They simply make the predictions of their own, and they simply test the data. They simply test the project. If they are working on a project, so they are going to learn from those data. They are going to analyze it. They themselves are going to make predictions, and they themselves are going to test it. So that is machine learning. Okay, they are not making you. They are not seeking any programmer. They are not seeking any human being so that they are going to assist them. No, they themselves are doing this of their own. That is machine learning. So it is a subsystem of AI. Okay, machine learning is a subsystem of AI where computers have the ability to learn from data using statistical techniques without being explicitly programmed by a human being. Okay, so the highlighted portion, just you can write this as your definition. Next is natural language processing. Natural language processing. Now I think many times you have seen that if we search something onto the search engine, so suppose I have written the word PROGRA. So as soon as I am writing PROGRA, so by default you will find that AM is written. Means if suppose I am writing PRO, so GRAM is by default written, and you will find certain list onto the means you will find the pull down menu. So there we can find multiple options, right? So this is why, because it is a feature of this natural language processing. Okay, and they are even spelling checking. Spelling check means they are if you are searching something, so by default your spelling is corrected. Again, this is a feature of natural language processing. So that's fine. The predictive typing feature of search engine that helps us by suggesting the next word in the sentence while typing keywords, and the spell checking feature are example of natural language processing. Means I am finding for PRO, suppose I have typed the word PRO, so by default onto the menus you will find they will find certain predictive options which is available, and if we find the particular thing which we want to search, so what we'll do, we'll click onto the particular option, right? So this is what the predictive typing feature. Okay, this is predictive typing feature of any search engine. So they provide the suggestion to us by providing the next word in the sentence, as well as their spell checking features. So these are the examples of natural language processing. If it is not clear, do let me know so that I can make the things clear to you all. Okay, so just find the definition. It deals with the interaction between human and computers using human languages, using human spoken languages such as Hindi, English, etc. So what is this? It simply is an interaction. It simply deals with the interaction between human, that means we people, and the computers using human spoken languages such as Hindi, English, etc. So this is natural language processing. Now just remember, if we are dealing with if we are reading multiple emerging trends, so just remember their examples, because if you remember the examples, so you will be clear with the definitions. Okay, so just remember the examples so that you can remember the definitions. Okay, in fact, it is possible to search the web or operate or control our devices using our voice. Yes, even we do this, right? All this has been possible by NLP, that is natural language processing. So an NLP system can perform text to speech and speech to text conversion. Now see, even many times it happens that what we do, we simply make use of the we make use of the search engine and we simply speak something and we get our response, right? That means we are just speaking something and then we are getting the response. So what is this? This is again possible because of this NLP, which is natural language processing. Okay, so this is natural language processing. Next is immersive experiences. Now see, the next technology, the next emerging trend is immersive experiences. Now I think even we know it very well. We know the examples of each and everything. So as I told you, just remember the examples. With the examples you can remember these terms, okay, as well as their definition. So see, what are the immersive experiences? Immersive means what? We say illusion. I think you know the meaning of the word immersive. Okay, that is illusion, or we say virtual. So that's fine. With the 3D videography, the joy of watching movies in theaters has reached to a new level. Yes, today if we are saying that if you're watching movies in the theaters, and that too is if the videography is 3D, so what we do, we simply enjoy this. Like, what is there onto this 3D videography? Directly we are watching videos onto some such theater, so you can imagine, means if you directly will think that we actually are involved onto that particular movie. Okay, that means you yourself will think that you are onto that particular movie because the environment is 3D. Okay, the video games are also being developed to provide immersive experiences to the player. Now again, see, there are various there are various games which we use, like video games. If we are playing something, so you can imagine that yes, I am being onto that particular place, right? You can imagine yourself, you can place yourself onto that particular location. That is because of immersive experiences. Immersive experiences allow us to visualize, feel and react by stimulating our senses. So that's what I told you, that you can imagine, you can feel yourself that yes, I am onto that particular place. So that is immersive experiences. Okay, and even you can visualize those things. You can visualize those things very minutely. So that is because of immersive experiences, and you can react by stimulating our senses. So these are the immersive experiences. Okay, so just find some more details about this. Immersive experiences can be achieved using virtual reality and augmented reality. That means if I am saying immersive experiences, it can be achieved using virtual reality. So just find what is virtual reality. Virtual reality is a three-dimensional computer generated situation that simulates the real world. The user can interact with and explore their environment by getting immersed in it while interacting with the objects and other actions of the user. Just find this diagram. Can you find the VR headset? Yes. That means what if I am saying that we are saying virtual reality. So what is there? Again, this is 3D and computer generated situation that will simply make the world virtual. Means what will be there? You can experience the things. You can feel that yes, it is happening really, right? Because there are certain sensors which are being used onto these devices, so you can feel those things. You can simply feel that yes, it is in real. You can simply can place yourself onto that situation, and then you can imagine that yes, it is all real things. Okay, so this is an example of a VR headset. In order to make the experience of VR more realistic, it promotes other sensory information like sound, smell, motion, temperature, etc. Okay, so if I'm saying virtual reality, so that means what, they are making the things real and that too virtually. So this is a 3D and that too computer generated situation that simulates or that makes the real world seems virtual. Okay, so if I'm saying, if I'm using a VR headset and if I'm searching something, so what I'm going to feel, I'm going to feel that if I'm seeing any forest area and if I want to see that particular area, so what I'm going to see, I'm going to find the trees and I'm going to feel that yes, I'm there, I'm nearby to that area and I can feel those things. I can explore that particular environment and I can feel that yes, I am there on that particular place. Okay, so that is virtual reality. That is VR headset. I think you might have seen this VR headset. Okay, so this is virtual reality. Coming to next one, that is augmented reality. So even you can find certain examples of this virtual reality here. It is comparatively new field and has found its application in gaming, military training, medical procedures, entertainment, social science, psychology, engineering and other areas where simulation is needed for a better understanding and learning. You can imagine for military training, just think for a military training means how they are going to simulate the environment. Okay, so this is virtual reality. Next is augmented reality. So just find what is there onto augmented reality. The superimposition of computer generated perceptual information over existing physical surrounding is called as augmented reality. That means what, again computer generated information that I am going to link with the physical surrounding. Is what is, just I am telling you what will be there in case of augmented reality. That means just imagine computer generated information we have and we have a physical surrounding. So just imagine if I am using any of this augmented reality, or if suppose take an example, this is location based augmented reality. So what will be there, directly I can feel those things. Okay, I can be there, I can just feel the physical surroundings, though it is a computer generated perceptual information, but I can feel the surroundings, I can feel those surroundings physically. That is augmented reality. So it adds components of the digital world to the physical world along with the associated tactile and other sensory requirements, thereby making the environment interactive and digitally manipulable. That means what? Just take an example. This is what location based augmented reality. That means even you can interact with this particular device and you can feel those environment. That is augmented reality. Okay. So here users can access information about the nearest places with reference to their current location. So just imagine I am here. Suppose I am in a particular location, and if I want to access information about my nearest place, so it can easily be done based upon my current location. So they can get information about places and choose on the basis of their user reviews. With that help of location based AR app, travelers can access real-time information of historical places just by pointing their camera or viewfinder to subjects as depicted. So location based AR apps are major forms of AR apps. So you can find this, that is location based AR augmented reality. So based upon, suppose if I want to search any information, I want to search something, so if I am a user, so I can access the information about my nearest places with reference to my current location. Suppose right now I am here in Rajnandgaon, so I can, based upon my current location, I can access the information based upon certain applications which are like location based AR. Even travelers can use such apps and they can access the real-time information of any particular historical places. If they want to search, if they want to travel somewhere, so what they can do, they can use such apps, that is location based AR, and they can access the real-time information of any particular historical places. So this is augmented reality. Okay, so what we read today, we read about AI, that is a very popular emerging trend, then machine learning, the third was natural language processing, and then fourth we read about immersive experiences. On to immersive experiences, we read about 2 points. that immersive experiences can be achieved using virtual reality and augmented reality. So this is about immersive experiences. Okay, on to the next video, I will be telling you about some more popular emerging trends which is there onto the market and which is gaining more popularity day by day.